Central, Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're tuning into the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show live. What is good, everybody? Hopefully everyone had a wonderful night last night. So sorry for yesterday not being live. I was trying to get YouTube to uplift their stuff. They keep telling me there's nothing that they can do if it's a mistake on their end or not. I just got to pretty much deal with the 90 days. But yeah, guys, so hopefully everyone's doing well. Let me say good morning to everybody in the chat before we get started. We have a good show today, and I'm going to be laughing a lot today because, boy, I like when people keep the same energy. Tactical, yes, you in here early, bro. What's up? Man said he finally got a notification. Shout out to you, bro. All right, bet. Dex Q, let's go. What up? King Lee, my guy, what up? Yeah, JR, yo. Hey, Zico Kage, good morning. Let's see who else. Michael Akins, hey, what's good, bro? Hey, I'm hanging in, man, You know how it is. We hang in there, we do what we got to do. With a smile on our face. Let's see. Abdi, yo, what up, my bro? What up? SWF, good morning, bruv. What up? We here, man. We here. Gregory Smith, good morning. Alexander Gullion, what up, broski? Good morning. Let's see who else we got in here. Io Horace, what up, my guy? Hey, Judy Harris, good morning to you. Glad you're here with us this morning. Let's see who else we got. I think that's everybody. Oh, Darlene Harris, good morning to you. Madam, thank you for being here with us this morning. Who else? Money Mike, yo. What up? All right, guys, we got everybody in here. Ashley, always a pleasure to have you, ma'am. Thank you for being here. Yolanda B, hey. Listen, I don't know if you got it. I don't know if you got what I said in the last video. And I just want to give a shout out to Yolanda. And I know you probably weren't expecting this, but that's just the way I get down. I want to say thank you. Send a $100 donation to the channel. Just to pretty much tell me just to hang in there. I want to say thank you. And every time people do, kind things to me, for me, stuff like that, I want to make sure that it's loud. Because sometimes people do kind things and no one did. Like, all right, yeah, whatever, thank you. And it's quiet. Nah, I just wanted to tell you thank you because you didn't have to do nothing. And so thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the monetary donation. And we're going to keep going. So good morning and thank you for being here also. Shout out. And if y'all don't know who that is, please go check out her channel. Y'all see her a lot of times with Hendo from the Rogue Pod. Please go over there and give her a shout out and a look on her channel. She makes good content. Matter of fact, I just finished up her other video yesterday or 2 days ago. So yeah, so give her some love and yeah, subscribe. Who else is in here? I think that's everybody. Flex Zone, what up? I see you, man. Good morning. All right, guys. So, first and foremost, before we start on anything else, I wanted to make sure that I did this before I started. Yo! I love when people keep the same energy. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So, breaking news, Robert Kraft missed the Pro Football Hall of Fame first ballot. People was making excuses like, oh, it's because they wanted Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft orchestrated the Bill Belichick thing. Nah. They were like, he did this, the belly. He did it to the belly. So now we got to make sure that he laid out like the telly. You know what I'm saying? So now he's not making the first ballot either. I'm telling y'all, if they keep this same energy, Tom Brady don't make it first ballot. Keep the same energy. Hey, yeah. I love it. I love it. You know, and listen, I said this before, and I'll say it again. Everybody that was like, oh my God, it doesn't mean anything because Bill Belichick didn't make it in. I just want to faint. It's taking away all credibility. If you weren't out there, right, pounding the table for Chris Carter to get in, I don't want to hear nothing from you. If you weren't pounding the table when they did it to Terrell Owens, I don't want to hear nothing from you. If you didn't do that for Bill Parcells, I don't want to hear nothing from you. If you didn't do that for Brian Dawkins, I don't want to hear nothing from you. I want to make sure you understand where I'm coming from. I don't want to hear it. Zelle, what up? So that's my mindset. You said they were cheating. You keep that same. They're Hall of Famers. We already know what they are. But guess what? You're going to hold it against them. That means I expect for you to hold it against Tom Brady. TB, you ain't the first ballot Hall of Famer, homie. Yes, keep that same energy. Yes, and after that L on Sunday, King Lee, hopefully they take that L. This is going to be a horrible offseason for them. Could you imagine losing the Super Bowl, the greatest head coach in NFL history, and arguably the greatest owner in NFL history, all failed to make first ballot Hall of Fame? That's why Tom Brady, bro, was like, oh, this ain't right. Because he know that it's gonna get to him. You were cheating, bro. You was holding those deflated balls in your hand. Weren't you, Brady? Weren't you? You know what it was. So now, Nitro tripping. How am I tripping? I'm not tripping about anything, bro. All I keep saying is, I'm like this. Even if I don't like you, I'll treat you fair. That's how I was raised. Even if I can't stand you, I'll treat you fair. The problem is that we only get mad. We have selective anger. You know what I'm saying? And everybody online picks, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to jump on things together. Like, I get it. Yeah, Bill Belichick didn't make it. But once again, y'all saw what they did to Terrell Owens. Nobody said anything. Terrell Owens is a top 3 wide receiver of all time in almost every statistical category there is. They made sure he's like, we don't like him. He won't be first ballot. Just to put the screws to him. And everyone's like, man, he should have been one. And they were quiet. Bill Parcells is one of the greatest coaches to ever live, regardless of sport. He wasn't he had to wait 4 times to make it into the Hall. Brian Dawkins is one of the greatest defensive players to ever decide to put on a helmet and wear a cup. He wasn't first ballot. Chris Carter with all those records and accolades, he wasn't first ballot. You expect me then to tell everybody that wasn't, bro, I don't want to hear it, bro. No, I don't want to hear it. I keep that same energy. I keep the same energy. I'm conflicted. There's nothing to be conflicted on T.O., bro. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a first ballot Hall of Fame. Gregory Smith, great best nation donation with a $20 donation. Yes! 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 Listen, y'all gotta understand why I'm so happy when we getting donations right now. Because YouTube really screwed me. Yeah, y'all not understanding. YouTube screwed me out over $4,000. Just to let y'all know that. If y'all want like a number to my anger, imagine someone screwing you out of over $4,000 and then tell me how you feel. That's how I feel. So thank you so much for that, Gregory Smith. Best nation donation. Listen, if T.O. never went to Dallas and Eagles, I think he would have had a different outcome. If T.O. would have never left the 49ers, the only wide receiver statistically that would probably come close to him would be Jerry Rice. T.O., bro, like people don't understand how crazy T.O.'s statistics are. And on top of it, he gets a lot of heat. The man broke a foot. He literally broke his leg and came back in like 3 weeks and still had 100 and something yards. They couldn't stop him. Like, bro, T.O. was a whole different animal, bro. People really, because once again, this is what they do. And they did this to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, when you talk about the greatest NBA players of all time, right? The players you'll hear say Kareem. But you barely hear anybody bring up Kareem. That's because the media, he never liked the media. Him and the media didn't get along. So they kind of, even though that guy, he got all accolades, they kind of put him in the background. Same thing they do with Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds got all them MVPs, all those everything. They're like, now we can stick it to you. That's what they're doing. So I don't believe in stuff like that. This is stuff that people earned. Like, you can't just be like, oh, nah, you haven't earned that. They earned it. And nobody can ever say that Terrell Owens didn't put all into his craft. He took no plays off, unlike Randy, right? Randy admitted to taking multiple plays off. That man was taking no plays off, go across the middle and get absolute smashed. Pause. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, bro, so that's what I be trying to tell people, bro. I don't want to be hearing that. Like, Terrell Owens is one of the greatest players of all time. Much less wide receivers. And you disrespected that man like that. Just to stick it to him. Okay, they're keeping the same energy. Fine, keep the same energy. Stick it to every single one of them. This is what they're going to do to a lot of people. They've been doing this. That's what I'm trying to tell. Why are we going to do Randy? No. I'm not doing Randy like that. That's what Randy said. Randy's him. If Randy had the mindset of Jerry Rice, there'd be no argument of who's the greatest receiver of all time. But Jerry Rice had such a mindset and drive. And the only other player that's one of the top receivers that just took no plays off, just locked in, their training was ridiculous, is Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens was in immaculate shape for the entirety of his career. And he expected everybody to do the same thing. And that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. He would call you out on it. Like, bruh, I'm just real with it, man. Like, and mind you, Randy's Randy. We know what Randy is. Randy's him. But if Randy had the mindset of a Jerry Rice, there'd be no record that Randy wouldn't have. None. There'd be none. Hey, sit the tallies in here, Coach. Good morning, sir. Y'all make sure y'all give Coach some love. Go support, subscribe. We will be back on more Sip the Tally on Monday coming. So I'll see y'all then. Jerry Rice played until he's 45, I think. Bro, yeah, I remember me and Coach was talking about Jerry. Jerry's stats are ridiculous. And he played in an era where they could kill you, like literally take your head off. Like if you catch a ball, everything is open. They can do whatever they want. Boom! Clear you, flip you, drop you, pick you up and drop you on your neck. All of that stuff. WWF, but it was not fake. Pile drive you into the ground. They were able to do that. That man had one of the greatest seasons I've ever. I told that to Coach. He had one of the craziest seasons I've ever seen or ever read up on. Because I didn't see it. Right? Let me go to it real quick. I believe it was his third season. And he didn't even play a complete season. It was ridiculous. Like, nobody will touch Jerry. There's a reason why people say Jerry's the greatest player of all time. They'll say that Brady's the GOAT quarterback. But when you start saying players, they'll say, nah, Jerry's the best player of all time. There's a reason. There is a reason. That man is disgusting, bro. Yes, 22 touchdowns in 12 games. Hey, yo! Bro, do you have any idea what that is, bro? Do you have any idea what that is? To say that somebody did that? Huh? I remember when me and Coach was on his channel, we were discussing it. Bro, do you have any idea how crazy that is? How almost impossible that is? Nah, I don't got Calvin over T. Calvin didn't have enough longevity to beat out T.O. I'm sorry, he just didn't. He didn't. He did not. He did not. I'm sorry, he just didn't. That's my whole thing on that. I'm trying to get to this thing on StatMuse, and it keeps sending this thing to block me from clicking the stats. And I don't know how to get rid of it. It just keeps popping up. Oh, here it goes. Yeah. Look at this. He played 12 games. He had 65 receptions for 22 touchdowns. That's how much. He had 65 receptions. 1,000 yards. How many 1,000-yard seasons he had? He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He had 11 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. That's number one. And his first season, it was almost 1,000. He was at 927. But from his second season on, 1,500, 1,000, 13, 14, 15, 12, 12, 15, 15, 18, 12. Got hurt, only had 2 receptions, only played in 2 games, 7 receptions for 78 yards. Then he comes back with another 1,100 yards, almost 1,200 yards. Then 800, 800, then 1,100, 1,200, 800. Then he pretty much retires out after that, bro. Come on now, bro. That's ridiculous. So everyone's saying, third, bro, when you start looking at statistics, I'm sorry. There's levels to this. I think we had this conversation before, right? Everyone's saying, Calvin Johnson, these guys are third. Not to me, they're not. Nah, he's not. If you were going to say talent, then I would say top 3. Calvin Johnson's top 3. If you wanted to say talent. But if you're not just saying talent, I'm sorry, I don't got him top 3. I do not got him top 3. Why? No. Delvon's in the building. Let me see if I can get to his. Oh, I went to the Detroit Lions. I'm going to go. Y'all said Calvin Johnson third, right? I'm going to show you something real quick, right? Let me see if I can bring it up. His stats, Calvin Johnson had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He had 7 seasons of 1,000 yards or more. 7. Out of those 7, he had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 5 over 1,200 yards. And he had 2 over 1,500. That's what he had. That's not beating Terrell Owens. I'm sorry. That's not beating Terrell Owens. That's not. And you already know I got mad love for Calvin. That's not beating. His career was 11,000 receiving yards. How many touchdowns is that? 83 touchdowns? 83 touchdowns. 86 yards a game for his career. 5.9 yards a pop for his career. If we go to TO, I'm telling you it's worse. It's crazy. Terrell Owens, bro. His career is 15,000 yards. 15 and 153 touchdowns. He has almost double the amount of touchdowns that Calvin Johnson has. That's like you're trying to tell y'all, bro. That's like you're trying to tell you, you got to start putting things into perspective. That man had 153 touchdowns for his career. Let's just keep it a buck. 14.8 yards a pop, 15,934 yards receiving. He should have 1,600, to tell you the truth. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, like, there's levels to this, bro. Levels. You don't want me to, and Randy got great stats, too. We know Randy got mad stats, too. He played a long time, but I don't think, let's go check, because he played a long time, too. Let me go see if I can get it, his career. His career, less total yards than, less receiving yards than T.O. He has 3 more touchdowns than T.O., just 3. He's at 156. T.O.'s at 153. He averages less yards a game than T.O. He averages 1 yard more than him per catch, and he has less yardage than him. While having more, like they attempted more shots to him. Come on now, bro. And remember, T.O. was still putting out, like, was still doing well. The league said, we don't want you in the league no more. And pretty much kicked him out. It wasn't that he wasn't producing. This man Trez said Owens was mid at best. Come on, bro. Stop it. Like, come on now, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. See what I be saying, bro? Let's go Randy. Randy had how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He had 10 seasons of 1,000 yards or more. That's what Randy Moss had. 10 seasons with 1,000 yards or more. 2 of those seasons, he barely scraped 1,000 yards. Barely. Like this year was a year. Oh, that one was let's see, Patriots year. That's horrible, bro. So even the Patriot year, right, where he broke the record, I believe the record for, or that was the previous season. The second Patriots season he was there for, bro, he got targeted 125 times and only caught 69 balls for 1,008 yards. So that, bro, Randy Moss, unguardable wide receiver of all time. There's a couple of receivers that were technically unguardable. Terrell Owens was unguardable. Calvin Johnson was unguardable. Andre Johnson was unguardable. Antonio Brown was unguardable. In their primes, come on now, bro. Just a couple guys. Tyreek Hill's unguardable. Like, what are we doing here? Like, Tyreek Hill, bro, think about what Tyreek Hill's done in his career. Tyreek Hill had like 300, like, bro, he had over almost 200 and something yards in a half. I get that, coach. I get it. You got Moss. I get it. I get it. But I'm just being real. Larry Fitzgerald's another one that had an amazing career, but I'm just being real. When you start to get down to the best of the best, especially with the Hall of Fame, you know, everybody knows who first ballot is. You know who they are. You know that Randy Moss is the first ballot Hall of Famer. You know Terrell Owens is the first ballot Hall of Famer. You know Jerry Rice is the first ballot Hall of Famer. You know Deion Sanders is the first ballot Hall of Famer. You know Tom Brady should be a first ballot. Peyton should be a first ballot. Breeze should be a first ballot. You know what I'm saying? But they do stuff to just mess with people and stop these guys from getting in. So why should I care now that they're keeping the same energy for the Patriots? Good. Julio Jones in his prime was unguardable. No, whoa. They used to call him Baby T.O. But, bro, nah, Julio not better than T.O., bro. He not. Oh, no. Don't do this to me, coach, please. Oh. Stop. Can't take it. This man said Julio better than T.O. Jesus, God. Hold up. All right. We can do Julio. I don't see it, bro. I don't see where. No. Julio's had some great seasons. But Julio, bro. How is he not first ballot when he's top 3 in almost every statistical category for a wide receiver? When he retired, he was second in yards, second in touchdowns. You can't, there's certain people you can't tell the history of the NFL without. Terrell Owens is one of the biggest names in NFL history. And he has the numbers to back it up. He was box office. There's no way on God's green earth that man's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no. Let's see. Julio Jones ended his career with 13,703 receiving yards. And is that 81 touchdowns? Nope. 66 touchdowns. He doesn't even have half the touchdowns that Terrell Owens has for his career. Not even half. Not even half. And he's over 2,000 yards less receiving yards for his career. Come on now, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much seasons did he play for? And he played 13 seasons. Best season he had was 1,600. How many seasons he had over 1,000? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He had 7 seasons over 1,000 yards. Julio Jones did. I'm sorry. T.O. was what was pretty much a more longevity Julio. 6'3", 210, all muscle. That's Terrell Owens. People really forget how good Terrell Owens was. They really do. They really do. Let's go check him out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Terrell Owens had 9 seasons of 1,000 yards or more. And the last season he played, he had 983 yards. And he didn't play and he missed 2 games that season. The very last year that Terrell Owens played, am I tripping? Yeah, was when he was on the Cincinnati Bengals, 2010, right? He had 983 yards, and he missed 2 games that season. And he had 9 touchdowns for his final season of his career. And he wanted to keep playing, but nobody would pick him up. Y'all can keep saying he should have had 1,000 yards right there. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, Terrell Owens was ridiculous, bro. Now, I'm not just saying, I'm not a big fan of him. I'm just being real. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. I know y'all hate it, but it is what it is. Now, guys, let's pivot a little bit because, we got to get going soon. Listen. We brought back Weaver. I actually like this. Now, guys, look. He's not going to be a great defensive coordinator that everyone thinks he's going to be, like calling plays and everything, because Minter's calling the plays. Minter's going to be calling all the plays. But that doesn't mean that you don't surround yourself with intelligent people and capable people. I said this before. Yeah, Coach, it's a great convo. At the end of the day, it's all opinionated. Y'all have y'all opinions, I have mine, to be for real. But I don't see how he's not Terrell Owens is the first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't think that that's even arguable. But I do love the football convo. It's a great convo to have. I always say he'll lock Jerry Rice up. Jerry Rice is 6'2". He's not small. He runs like a Clydesdale. His run after catch is absolutely amazing. And he doesn't get enough, you know what I'm saying? Because people be thinking that Jerry was like small. He was not small in any sense of the word. So guys, we got him yesterday. And with him, Declan and stuff, pretty much all the coaching positions are wrapped up. And we got the offensive line coach from what's it called? I believe the Texans or whatever it was. Or whatever it was. I forgot where we got him from. Legfield or, y'all know what I'm talking about. We got him too. So I'm actually liking the coaching thus far. I think what's good, Jared? What up? Nitro Shaquille Burton said we got to get uncomfortable and ask if Sam Darnold is better than Lamar. Bro, you notice how everyone compares everyone to Lamar. I don't even take that so seriously no more. I don't. 2-time, that's why, as I said before, they can't have me on TV because I'll disrespect a lot of people to their face. Like, I'll be like, do you know football? Yeah, I know football. Then what you're saying is stupid. I'll just say it straight like that. I'm big enough to defend myself. So if they feel like, oh, that's disrespectful, we can do that. But if I beat you down, it's going on the internet. I'm letting you right now. So, I mean, you can be all buff. That's your ego. Trust me, I've humbled a lot of people. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, that's like, bro, they be saying and talking out of their neck about a 2-time MVP, should be a 3-time MVP, 3-time first team all-pro quarterback. Like, that's easy. Like, bro, how many players have won multiple MVPs? How many quarterbacks have had more than 2 first-team all-pros? Like, when you start to do that, you start to see just how rare Lamar Jackson. I don't give them. I let them go over there. Like, I know. Like, it's nasty work out here, bro. But I am liking so far the coaching. Now, did I get who I truly wanted? No. But just because you don't get what you want don't mean you can't be satisfied. A lot of that might go over a lot of people's head. That's one of the problems we have in today's society. Just because you don't get what you want doesn't mean you can't be satisfied. And so far, I'm satisfied with what we've gotten as coaches. I think they've done actually well. If I had to rank us getting coaches for the Baltimore Ravens, I'd rank them like a B+. A B+. I give them a B+. I think that's fair. I'm just being real, coach. Either Kubiak, Flores, McDaniels, there was a lot of guys I wanted, but just because we didn't get exactly who I wanted does not mean I can't be satisfied with what we've gotten so far. And I think that not only with Minter and Declan, and now you got Weaver, and you got what's his name for the O-line, it's like, bro, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like, oh, man, you know what I mean? I don't even see why even Eagle fans speak. Everybody speaks on Lamar and the Ravens. Every fan base speaks on, because that's the way the media has allowed it. Name the Cardinals used to talk about Lamar. The Cardinals, Vikings, Browns, Bengals, Pittsburgh, Chiefs, Patriots. Patriot fans is mad disrespectful. And when Lamar went up there and did them dirty, then they got real mad about it. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. So, yeah, it's nothing new. I have to be ignoring that stuff. But I am happy with the coaching thus far. I think we do well this year. And the reason why I'm bringing that up, too, is because, you know, shout out to Jared, because I know Jared types a lot of stuff that people be saying all they hate. And I know that it annoys some people. But it does show you just how much the name of our team be in other people's mouths. And it doesn't stop. And yesterday, which I'm going to pivot to, First Take pretty much added even more expectations for the Baltimore Ravens for the upcoming season. The season isn't even done yet. Super Bowl hasn't been played, and they're already talking about the Ravens have no excuse. C. Britta with a $5 donation. Yes! Let's go! She said, a whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. No one to tell us no or where to go to think that we were dreaming. Destination donation. Thank you so much for that, Seabird, though. Thank you so much. God bless. So I'm going to show y'all what they were saying. Check this out real quick.
Now, as we look at these 10 filled spots in the NFL, which coach do we think is going to have immediate success, Peter?
I'm going to go with Jesse Minter in the Baltimore Ravens. I think that whole operation needed a fresh coat of paint. And Jesse Minter brings a young, vibrant, youthful feel to that Baltimore Ravens franchise. And with him comes a 29-year-old offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle, who comes from the Chicago Bears and has been watching and learning under Ben Johnson. Lamar Jackson, this is a window of the next 3 years, maybe a little bit more, but his peak athletic performance is going to be the next 3 years. They are trying to capitalize on that. They're going youth, they're going exuberance, and they are going with both Declan Doyle and Jesse Minter on a team that has a roster that can compete with anybody. Harbaugh's time came to an end. He's going to be with the Giants. That's fine. Jesse Minter brings a different feel and maybe a different connection with Lamar Jackson, the guy who I think can get them to where they have to go and still has several years left in that window.
So, guys, like you heard what they said, right? Now, that's so crazy, right? That now it's like, oh, they got good coaches. No excuses. That's why I laugh with the media, because this is what the media wants. They troll. But but when it comes to our team and Lamar, it's more than trolling. It's more than trolling. You have to understand that, and I keep saying this, we're a team that everybody hates with a quarterback who everybody disrespects, regardless of what he's done. This is why me and Coach talked about this, shout out to Coach, about Super Bowls. And everyone said, if Lamar wins one Super Bowl, it'll be enough. And I said, it's not enough. That you're seeing now how the media can affect your legacy. That's the power of the media. They write the story of your legacy. That's why I go at them the way I go at them. Because one Super Bowl, they're going to downplay that so much that you might even forget that Lamar has a Super Bowl. Like that's how they're writing narratives. And it's only been the only other quarterback that's been an MVP that I've seen them pretty much be like, oh, that MVP don't count. It's Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a college. Think about it. He's a Heisman winner, won the Natty, and was an MVP in the NFL, and he's one of the most disrespected players of all time. It's not even someone being held to a higher standard, JR. It's hate. Listen, and I've said this before, a lot of times the media, it's all stories. Literally, I mean this literally. And they pick who their antagonists and protagonists are. If you know what the basis of a story is, you have a protagonist who is the hero, antagonist who is the villain. They pick their heroes. They pick their villains. Our team are villains. And we have the biggest villain in Lamar Jackson spearheading it. Now, I'm not saying for me. I'm talking about that's how the media views it. If you need any more of what the media can do, look at what the media did to the Detroit Pistons in the NBA. They pretty much erased Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons from historical relevance. Isaiah Thomas is the only player in NBA history to have a winning record against Magic, Bird, and Jordan. All three of them. They treat that man like he a scrub. It's not just about having haters, it's how they write history. That's important. You're seeing it now with how they can affect first ballot Hall of Famers and all this type of stuff like that. They write your legacy. Nah, that's not enough to silence the doubters. It's not. He needs at least two. It's the same. Listen, I have a question, right? Patrick Mahomes has how many Super Bowls? Now, no, let's play this game. We're going to play this game because I'm going to show y'all just how much, I'm going to show you where I'm coming from, right? So you can't even, this is no longer opinionated. This is what I'm speaking is facts. Like what I'm saying right now, you can't even argue it, right? Patrick Mahomes has how many Super Bowls, guys? Name it. Don't he got 3? And isn't one of those back-to-back? He got 3 Super Bowls, right? Thank you. How many MVPs he got? Don't he got 2? Don't he got 2 MVPs also? Doesn't he have 3 Super Bowl MVPs also? Doesn't he have 2 first-team All-Pro seasons also? Doesn't he have a 50-touchdown passing season also? Haven't they been trying to put Josh Allen and what's his name? Joe Burrow over him for the longest time? Haven't they been trying to argue to say, oh, Herbert will surpass him in his own division for the entire time? They don't like Mahomes. With all what he's accomplished. Look at even the way that they write about him. Oh, he's a street baller. He's not a pure thrower of the ball. They say that Josh throws the ball better than Mahomes. They say Burrow throws the ball better than Mahomes. They say both of them play quarterback better than Mahomes. It doesn't matter what you achieve. The reason why they have to still put him above at the end of the day is because he's become undeniable. He's become undeniable. They do not like him. That's the same thing Lamar has to do. No, they don't. When you really see them, how they write about Mahomes, oh, he's a street baller playing football, and it's not really the proper way of playing. You don't remember when they came out with all that stuff? And they were saying how Joe Burrow is such a pure thrower of the ball, the beauty of him playing quarterback, how it was intended to be played. Like, come on now, bro. People be acting like I forget. I don't forget what you do. They don't like Mahomes. They tolerate Mahomes because he's become undeniable. You can't look at a 3-time Super Bowl winner, been to the Super Bowl or AFC Championship game like 6 times, and say, oh yeah, he's garbage. You can't do that. Flex zone, you have to care. Like, bro, see, this is my problem, bro. People be like, who cares? You have to care. They write the story. Okay, in Baltimore, you're good. But you want to be known for what you've accomplished. You want to be known for what you earned, what you bled for, what you sweated over, spending less time with your family over, sacrificed for, right or wrong. You had the other day people saying that Lamar's probably not even a Hall of Famer yet. With 2 MVPs, 3 first-team All-Pros. They were saying that he's not a Hall of Famer yet. You had that argument. I know you guys remember this. They're saying, yeah, he's not a Hall of Famer yet. And they were already saying, well, Josh Allen's a Hall of Famer. You can't have the Hall of Fame without Josh Allen. And he didn't even have an MVP yet. Look how much caring and grace they give to Herbert, Lawrence, Burrow. Bro, come on now, bro. You have to. Bro, listen, man. Okay, if you don't have to care, I'm going to name some people out for you. Terrell Owens, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? Barry Bonds, right? Isaiah Thomas, right? You have to care. They write your story. They're the people with the pen in their hands. You say that now because we're fans. You're like, I just want to win a Super Bowl. But you play to have legacy. If what they say don't matter, then no one should care if they're a first ballot Hall of Famer. Okay, let's play that game. No. If you should not care how they feel or see you, who cares if you're not a first ballot Hall of Famer then? Mind you, those are the people that vote for you, right? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Come on now, bro. You gotta care. They write your legacy. Like, bro, they vote for everything. Barry Bonds used to treat the media, and they used to vote for the MVP. And what happened? They're like, yo, we gonna screw you. You ain't making it there, bro. Mark McGwire caught cheating. Sammy Sosa caught cheating. They're all in the Hall of Fame. They have never had a positive test for anything for Barry Bonds. They're like, we don't care. You ain't making it because we didn't like you. It is what it is. This is our way of screwing you over. Some are already saying Justin Herbert could win MVP next season. Bruh, with what's his name? He might. And with McDaniels, that man might put up a 5,000 passing yard season under McDaniels. Because another thing with McDaniels is, I don't know, because I'm actually curious how him and Jim Harbaugh is going to work. Because McDaniels is one of those coaches that when his foot is on your neck, he applies pressure. He don't believe in all this run this out. Nah, keep scoring. And I know the Harbaughs don't play like that. So it's going to be very, very, it's going to be interesting to watch the dynamic between McDaniel and Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh. No, Nitro, the players make their legacies, media paint narratives. It's a difference. No. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had one of the greatest careers in sports history. He's won at every single level that from high school, middle school, college, NBA. Do you hear about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's career achievements? Do they remind you? Do they post it? Do they show it? Or do they say, he was lucky to play with Magic Johnson when Kareem won a title before Magic Johnson, without Magic Johnson, when he was still Luol's Cinder. They didn't even want to give him a statue. Like, that's crazy to me. Isaiah Thomas, the bad boy Pistons. Like, I'm giving you proof of what I'm saying. I don't wish on a star. I hope for the best, but I plan for the worst. Pats is not winning, King Blake. Yo, I'd be so pissed if the Pats won. So pissed. I don't think they win, though. I think the Seahawks win. That's my last time until Super Bowl Sunday. I'm actually looking forward to Super Bowl Sunday, man. I really am. I want to see how it's going to turn out. I'm going to go live for that too, guys. I'm going to go live for the Super Bowl. Even though I'm not making any money or anything off of it, hopefully I'll get donations through CashApp, but I'm going to go live for the Super Bowl. I am. I'm going to do that. Definitely. Got to have a little fun. Got it. Nigel Nick Wright said that he trusts Josh Allen. How the tables have turned on him, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. He doesn't trust Lamar at all. He said, that's fine. Even when Lamar wins, he'll say that he don't trust him. I got the Seahawks winning, guys. I think that the Seahawks are going to score over 27 points. I think the Patriots are going to score probably like 16 or 17, but I think the Seahawks score over 27 points in that game. I think they scored 27 points in that game or more. Yeah. I think Sam Darnold has a rushing touchdown. I think he has 2 passing touchdowns. I think their running back gets in once too. I just have a feeling Seahawks are going to put up some points. You know what, Flex Zone? That is true. I like things to be fair, and I know that's not the way you have to be quite naive to think that that's the way the world works. And I know that's not the way the world works. But then my argument to that is, so when the fairness finally bites, the unfairness finally bites the person that you like, I don't want to hear no complaining. Because that's what's happening right now. That's why I brought it up at the beginning. Now everyone's complaining about the voters, right? For what's it called? The Hall of Fame. I'm like, they've been trash. That was my argument. They've been trash. Why are you arguing about it now? Oh, because we love Bill Belichick and the Patriots are so amazing. Like, Bill Belichick's predecessor, Bill Parcells, is one of the greatest coaches ever. Multi-time Super Bowl winning coach. He revived multiple teams. Every team he went to, he revived it, where they at least made it to the championship game. Every team he's been a part of. And then Bill Belichick is under his coaching tree. He wasn't the first ballot Hall of Famer? Really? Ah! He wasn't even a second time Hall of Famer? Really? Huh? Third time Hall of Famer? Huh? Come on, man. Stop it, bro. Y'all remember that one Genuine song? You owe me? Pay me back like it's money I pay. Pay me back and you can shake it like that. Like, yo, that's how the media treats these players or these coaches when you be messing with them. You owe me. I think you owe me some. You owe me. Shackles on your feet.
Oh!
Yo, y'all remember that song? I think you owe me some. Yo, that's how the media be acting, bro. Bro, they said, we might not get you now. We gonna get you later, though. The media don't be playing, bro. Jeez. They don't be playing at all, man. They don't be playing, man. It's crazy. But, guys, that's an episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. And look, guys, y'all know how we end every single show. Now, this is actually, I think this is going to be a good one, right? I want y'all to look at your screens. Now, we're going to pick this out. If you had a choice to pick in a free-for-all, guns and fists, who are you choosing? Who do you think wins? Let me know now. Come on. Look over the names. To me, there's only 4 that you can go with. Only 4. Why is this thing still messing up? There's only 4 you can go with.
2.
Thanks so much for that, Coach, for saying a great episode. You too, Yolanda. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Come on, guys. Who wins? Who wins? Who wins? Tell me. All right, guys. Who's winning? Who's winning? If we have a full free-for-all out of these names over here, the man said the Baba Yaga. You know what's crazy? The reason, listen, John Wick is in my 4. John Wick, Robert McCall, Luke Hobbs, Deckard Shaw, and Gary and them from the Kingsmen. Those are my top 4, right? The only reason why I think John Wick and Robert McCall lose is because there's 2 on each of those teams. Like, some of these are only 1 guy, and these other guys are free-for-all, and they have a team. Like, it's 2 instead of 1. Agent 47, bro, Robert McCall's doing him dirty. John Wick is doing him dirty. What's that string going to do? They're going to put that bullet straight through that string. Bow! The honorable mention, James Bond, because, you know, James got all them gadgets. But outside of that, like, those are all my top 4. Like, I'm being real. Hands and guns. Eggsy and Harry War from the Kingsmen. Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw, bro. If you saw some of the stuff like that they were doing in those movies, John Wick, Robert McCall, those would be my top 4. And, you know, everybody else is great stuff, but those would be my top 4. Easily. And I would pick it, and then if I had to level it down, it'd be between the Kingsmen and Fast and Furious Squad. But if we're going one-on-one, it's John Wick or Robert McCall winning this. If y'all have never watched The Equalizer, if y'all have never watched the movie Equalizer, trust and believe. Mike Lowry's getting done in. He getting shot. John Wick is going to put a bullet in him quickly, too. And Robert McCall is going to do him in, too. Lee and Carter. See, all right, Lee and Carter, if it was just hand-to-hand, they'd have a shot because Jackie crazy. But then you have to look at the hand-to-hand for John Wick, hand-to-hand for the guy from Fast and the Furious, hand-to-hand for Robert McCall. Like, come on now, bro. You saw what Robert McCall for The Equalizer was doing. Denzel was, judo chop. Nah, Equalizer not getting cooked, bro. Nah, bro. If you watch the movie Equalizer, you would know. 1, 2, and 3. He's not getting cooked, bro. You gotta, bro, the only way you're cooking him is you gotta hit him from a distance. And even then they couldn't kill him. They had a sniper at a high point. He still killed all of them, bro. Nah, bro, he a different one. Yeah, if you really watch that, Denzel was cooking in the movies, bro. Snipers couldn't kill him. Multiple trained agents couldn't kill him. Super soldiers couldn't kill him. Drug dealers couldn't kill him. Like, come on now, bro. Stop it. What he was doing in the movies was crazy. Crazy. Listen, I know, everyone got some love for Agent 47 because if you played games growing up, you know what that is. Hitman, come on now, bro. That's why some people saying that because it's the love of the game, you know what I'm saying? But those would be my 4. John Wick and Robert McCall, to me, that's a great match. One-on-one, that'd be probably the best match one-on-one on this whole list. The Equalizer, Robert McCall versus John Wick. That'd be an amazing matchup. Ooh. Oh, y'all say I'm going Axel Foley. Bro, IORS, why you doing this, bro? He the first one he'll try to crack a joke and they're going to shoot him. Oh, my God. The Agent 47 nice, so I can't lie. He is nice. But that little string ain't going to help him. They're going to shoot straight through that string. And people be sleeping on the Kingsmen. The Kingsmen are pretty much super soldiers. You saw some of the stuff that he was doing, flipping over people and shooting you upside down on top of foolishness. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. And there's 2 of them. So that's why I said that would be my 4, man. Those would definitely be my 4. I thought this would be a good conversation because everyone loves John. Like, I remember when John Wick, you know why I'm surprised it's not on here? Reacher. I'm surprised they didn't put Reacher on this list. Because to me, as an individual, Reacher, John Wick, and Equalizer to me are pretty much the same character, just in different universes, pretty much. Reacher is probably the strongest out of the 3. The Robert McCall is the smartest, and John Wick's the most tactical. Yeah, they do go hard, King Lee. I can't lie, they do. I'm surprised Reacher isn't on here. I'm very surprised. Like Mike Earntrot, you had him on here over Reacher. Nasty work. Yes, the judo chop, bro. Listen, shout out to Denzel. I love the Equalizer series. The Equalizer series was amazing. John Wick series was amazing. The Reacher series was amazing. And then now Amazon got the Reacher show, which is amazing too. So yeah, all amazing. Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett's sons they go hard. Yeah, they definitely go hard, but not that hard. Pause. They don't go to the Equalizer level or the Baba Yaga level. Nah, they ain't done. Or even Reacher's level. And Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw, they some cheaters. They like video game characters in real life. Like you be seeing they be catching cars. Like this man ripped off a door with his bare hands. And stuff like that, like punching through concrete. Like, yo, those 2 would be the hardest to kill. If we're talking about, them 2 and James Bond be the hardest to kill. But if I'm going to say to win with hands and guns, those are my picks. Real talk. Yo, the Reacher show is crazy good. I watched the first 2 seasons. Magnificent. Chef's kiss. Real talk. But guys, that's an episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. If you haven't already done so, like I said, guys, please hit the subscribe button, like the stream. I know a lot of people are in here and you go through and you're like, I like the show, but you don't like. Please, it does help out. So when I am able to monetize back, we can hit the ground running, guys. Please. So if you have an opportunity, it's free. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button, okay, guys? But that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. If you want to donate, you know how to do it. CashApp is right there. And so is if you want for the extra video that's going to come at the end of the week for Friday. That will be for the Patreon users, okay, guys? That's an episode of The Wunderkind Morning Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, guys, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy. do